Good morning, Sunday, June 29th, 2025, 8:51 a.m. There you go. That's live. Do I need to prove it? Do I need to hold up a newspaper with the date on or, you know, one of the reasons why I've been doing these morning reports, or I don't do it every day, but I mean, most days I'll say a little something. For years, I worked in the film business. One of the first jobs I did as a production designer was for a rather clunky video game. And, the central character in this video game was a guy dressed like a wizard of some sort. And he was holding an orb and he was walking towards camera. And there were you lock off the camera, right? Like this camera's locked off at the moment. This is if I move it. This is up and down. These are ways of manipulating. But if you lock off a camera, and what we did was everything else was green screen. So it was all locked off, but there were little hash marks all over the set, which I had to measure out, like really measure out to get perspective and perception. And, eventually they dropped the man into this environment where he's interacting with these things that are where the hashtags are, right? So it was timely, it was difficult, it was ridiculous. I got paid reasonably well for doing it, but it was just, to me, I was like, wow. I mean, this is going back, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was the late 90s, 1990s. So anybody who is younger than 25 probably can't remember the start of this manipulation of reality. And of course, the end result of what I did in that original 1990s movie clip was ended up in some video game at an arcade, probably, or something you could do online, but it was probably very cartoony and very clunky. But in the description below, in the link that I put below, it's at thecorbettreport.com. But it's how we've advanced in 25 years, at least 25 years. It's now, I mean, I watched many of the newer, like, I don't want to blame artificial intelligence. I watched some of the newer films and it's not as easy to spot. Green screen was always like, okay, you throw a green screen behind you and there's all this information. I have not got a green screen behind me. This is my real background. This is my real me. But can you really spot it? I mean, I'm doing this live, so it's kind of, I don't think they're quite there. I don't know. I mean, by the time it reaches the screen, it's very seldom live. Have you ever watched something and then gone, and then you watch it on a digital screen? a lot of people had problems switching over between film, which is, so many frames per second, and switching over to digital, which is like, oh my God, it's like real life. The thing is, it's not. It's a digital screen. That's a screen. You're watching me on a screen. It's not real. But is it real? I was talking to somebody the other day, and they said that the last 30 years of their life has been an act. Yeah. So is none of it real? Was the person I was talking to acting when they said that they were acting for the last 30 years? What is reality? Really, seriously. If there's anybody out there listening to me this wonderful Sunday morning, if I'm not muted or, some other platform controller is, going to wipe my image or cut me out or have it glitch, because that happens too. I mean, I recently got a community guidelines strike for a picture of me sat at a piano from behind, showing about this much plumber's crack. But it was, in a way, I mean, it was me definitely trying to capture a piece of music that I was playing at a piano, because I used the piano, the live organic piano. It was so out of tune, but it sounded so good. I used that as the basis of starting writing a song. So I wanted to capture it. So I put my phone up and I did it. And then, of course, I posted it. I posted it to sort of stretch the envelope, to sort of like see how much you can get away with, Not that it was rude or sexual. And I don't find nudity rude or sexual in and of itself. There was no sexual content. It wasn't anything to do with fucking sex. It was to do with me seeing how far, because when I look at the news or I look at TV or I look at some of these social media sites, there's no problem showing violence, like absolutely bloody, gory, horrible shit, sick violence and war. They have no problem showing you the horror of the violence within the system of controls that we live in. But I'm showing this much plumber's crack. And I mean, talk plumber's crack. I mean, if I was bent down, working under the sink, which I've done a few times, and my jeans had slipped a little because I was in a crunched up position or whatever, or bent over so too far, and I was showing this much ass crack above my jeans, would that have got me banned? Or was it because I was doing something that offended the algorithm that spots people naked? I don't know. I mean, I'm naked now. All right, I won't show you my tits. But the point is they do. They do if it pays them to do so. So why do you think that they are trying to stop me from posting things that I love? I mean, I love music and art, and that was what I was showing, was me going through the formative stages of writing a song. Yeah, sure, I knew I was pushing the envelope, right? But at the same time, when I got a community strike for it, did it feel like a badge of honor for me? See, there it is. There's the payoff, is maybe they were given me that community strike, and I felt, oh, see, I'm vindicated. You know, that's what people are looking for. They're looking for validation and vindication on social media. I am, in a way, doing the same. So the point of what I'm trying to say is this game that we're all playing with their toys, at any point, they can take these toys and turn them against you. This one especially, you know. Oh, I could do 2 cameras. Oh, look, I can show a profile of me. Oops, you know, oh, you saw a side shot of my boobs. That's just like, come on, please. It's not that I'm opposed to nudity. I'm not. Being naked is natural. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not that I'm prudish about showing graphic scenes, but you know, hit it with a sticker, hit it with a warning if it's going to show me blood and gore, and even the news. I mean, gosh, if you don't feel like you're being manipulated by the fakery of this digital realm now, if you don't feel that you're being manipulated by this digital realm, if you don't feel that now, then I give up. I give up. I give up. I give up. You're gonna be digitized. It's fine. It all boils down to choice. Human beings have to make a choice. Have to. Now, we've always been able to just bimble along and just follow and just whatever. I'm just going to make music. I'm going to be a rebel. I'm not going to be a rebel. I'm going to be a rebel by not rebelling. I'm a rebel. It's not going to be on television. It's going to be on television. The revolution will not be televised. Yes, it will. The revolution will be televised, but it won't be a revolution. You see, it won't be a revolution because it's not in you. It's them showing you. The revolution will be televised, and it will be staged, and it will be fake. Guaranteed. They're going to show us pushing back, and we're going to go, yeah, see? Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. If you're not living your life organically, feeling things, opening up all your senses, and yes, there are more than 5, but the point is, you got to feel. And hard as that may seem, yeah, but I feel sad. Feel authentically sad. It's authentic if you feel it. Question reality. That which you deem to be very real within your life could be an actor, could be a scene from a film. But be in touch with your feelings, your emotions. Really, really. I've done this so many times that I kind of bore myself with it, but here it goes. Right. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. These are in need, 4 fingers. These are in need of balance. If one becomes stunted, then the others overcompensate. So if I stunt the thinking one, then the emotional one, whichever one, I can't wiggle them all separate. Oh, yes, I can. The emotional one will overcompensate. So we're being pushed into an emotional response all the time. That's what manipulation does. It's not just attacking your mentality, it's attacking your emotions, your feelings, your actual perception of that which is real. Okay. But you have to balance these. Again, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. They have to be balanced in this human experience, but then you're given the thumb, right? So you got all these, and that's transmitter and receiver. And if you transmit love, unconditional love, then these are kept in balance. If you receive unconditional love, these are kept in balance. And you can only receive if you transmit. So here's the deal, this is us, right? It's not a picture of a turkey on Thanksgiving Day. This is us. This is what we do. Why 5 digits? Endless, gigantic, and enormous. Feel it. It's real. So there you go. Look at the Corbett report on what's real and what's fake, because it's so hard to spot. You sit there, you watch the news, and you're like, wow, look what's happening. I worked in the film industry. I worked in special effects, with special effects supervisors, with special effects geniuses, amazing people who could do amazing things in camera. In camera. Is it real? Okay. Live, love, life. I love my kids. Talked to both of them yesterday. They're grown up now. But the greatest thing I've ever produced, I mean, music and art, but the greatest thing I've ever produced are 2 wonderful children. Hi, Jack. Jack's in here. He's just chatting to me. I'm calling him out. Hello, Jack. What fake? Most of it. 99% of what you're perceiving and in this realm of reality is manufactured. Man, you factored it. So it's hard to know what's real and what's fake, isn't it, Jack? But you got to really trust your feelings, trust your emotions, trust your senses, your sensory perception. And the better part of all of this is be organic, be natural. Don't be violent, don't be aggressive, don't be angry. All the negative emotions you have to sort of like bring back inside you and go, okay, why am I feeling these things? Go within. Okay. Anything else to ask, Jack? How you doing? I hope you're well. Are you Jack or are you John? Because it's funny, isn't it? There you go. There's a fakery straight away, isn't there? Many Johns are called Jack and many Jacks are called John. It's just names, it's just labels. Be authentic. Be the authentic you. Don't try and control others, but control yourself. It's very difficult at times. Very difficult. All right. There is an important message, at the end of this broadcast on my podcast called Nigel the Nomad. The important one is to love unconditionally. Don't put conditions on it, but to love unconditionally. Oh, I'm blinking somewhere. All right, that's it. Jack joined me for a little while. He didn't. What fake? He didn't put a question mark. Most things. No, there's a reality out there. It's in nature, in the nature of this beautiful, abundant world that we are having our human experience in. Live, love, life. All right. Love you. Bye.